How many of you out there have walked up to your boss or bosses at work and told them, I'd love to do the exact same job I'm doing right now, but for less money, less benefits, and fewer opportunities to advance? I bet not very many of you, if any at all. Just to give you a little background, as soon as I graduated from high school, I went directly into the construction industry. Circumstances led me to the concrete aspect of the industry, and after working at many different job sites and companies over 14 years, I am here to share my experience and advocate that unionized union labor is superior to non-union labor on construction projects. Construction project contractors who employ union members offer the most effective and efficient means of developing positive environments for construction projects. These positive environments help provide the contractor with the ability to consistently deliver superior product on time and within budget. There is also many other advantages for project owners and contractors who use union labor. One big advantage of employing union professionals is that project owners and contractors receive world-class construction, maintenance, and installation services. This is because of the free training available through the union, which I'll get to later. Other advantages of using union labor are expanded bidding opportunities and greater hiring flexibility. The expanded bidding opportunities come from the federal government's position on project labor agreements. The government prefers, but it does not require, union contractors because when public projects such as roads, bridges, and schools need to be completed using a project labor agreement, which usually utilizes union labor, can simplify the process and get the project started and completed quicker. The greater hiring flexibility comes from the vast availability of certified trained workers that unions offer. This hiring flexibility reduces the cost of human resource management for project owners and contractors. Another big advantage of hiring union labor is the increased level of job satisfaction, determination, and commitment from the workers. These increased levels are due to the uniform wages, benefits, overtime pay, working conditions, and greater access to health care coverage at lower costs. A union member's average weekly earnings is 28% higher than non-union workers. In 2010, this translated into an average weekly amount of $917 a week for a union member and $717 a week for a non-union member performing the exact same job. That's an annual difference of $10,400, and that's also enough of a difference to make a positive impact and also an effective work ethic. There is certified, up-to-date training available from the unions at their state-of-the-art learning facilities, and the best part is it's free. It's not based on seniority. All you have to do is be a member of the union, and it doesn't matter if you're a journeyman or an apprentice. It doesn't matter. Union labor is also advantageous over union labor because when the state or federal government wants to build a bridge or in your community, unions provide workers from your community. Non-union companies can hire anyone they want from wherever they want and pay them as little as they want as long as it's above minimum wage. Wages and opportunities like that foster problems on construction projects that range from unqualified workers producing products that are not up to industry standards, jobs going to people that are not in our community, falling behind on the schedule, and most importantly, cost overruns. A common saying in the field is, if you pay peanuts, you get monkeys. A third advantage to hiring union labor over non-union labor is the local economic benefits. As stated earlier, union members typically earn more hourly over their non-union labor counterparts. This means that the higher paying jobs that are going to members in our community is helping to promote economic growth in our community. When the high wages are spent in the community, local market demands increase and more jobs that are desperately needed are created right here where we need them. These higher wages also offer more tax revenue for the state, which could be used for such things as education and public services. I understand that not everyone thinks unions are the way to go. Some economists believe that the market is the most rational institution in economic life. They believe that there is a market for labor just as there is a market for trucks and a market for cars. Workers get paid what the market requires at any given time. They feel skills are marketable objects and labor unions are not necessary. However, other economists advocate that markets create unemployment on their own. and generally, they cannot use all the skills available to it. Therefore, unions are necessary because they protect the rights of workers, raise pay and benefits, and force employers to be more fair. I know statistics state that graduates earn X amount of dollars more over a lifetime than a non-college graduate, but for many people out there that feel college is not for them, becoming a union labor member can provide a good living. Even for some college grads, the union has turned out to be a great fit for them as well. In my experience, I've worked with iron workers who had PhDs, carpenters who had master's degrees, and countless assorted tradesmen with bachelor's degrees. However, there is one advantage to hiring unionized labor that I think does the most good overall. It is the competitive advantage that is created for contractors. Only 12% of the workforce is unionized. That means competition for good workers is fierce, and the high wage offered by unions are driving up wages and compensation packages in the non-union sector in order to keep their best employees. That's not only good for the economy, but it's good for everyone in the workforce. Unions are constantly striving for better working conditions and have aggressively been working towards raising the standard of living for millions of working class Americans and everyone else who uses public goods such as roads, bridges, and schools. Thank you.